Okay, we are doing our trapezius roll today, or trap tamer. So the ball is going to go on your back in between neck and shoulder, essentially where your backpack strap would go. Placing that ball on the left side we'll start on. Arm comes out to the side, and we'll have a deep breath in, belly, rib cage, upper back. Hold your breath for a moment at the top, and then a long exhale, relax over the ball. Good, breathing through nose if possible, or mouth. Inhale again, side belly, low back, side ribs, upper back. Holding at the top, you could even make a fist with that hand and pull the shoulder lightly into the socket, switching on the muscle. And then exhale, relax. Good. Once more, deep breath, lower belly, side ribs, upper back. Hold your breath for a moment, make a fist, pull that shoulder into the socket, switching on those muscles over the ball, and then a long exhale, relax. Good. So just setting the tone with our breath. We never want to rush into the roll. And then bringing that same arm up toward the ceiling and making some gentle circles. One direction. Doesn't matter if they're imperfect circles, they can be oblongs, can be squares. Soft in the face as well, so seeking out those little tight spots, those trigger points, breathing into them, moving over them. So option to bring a little movement of your body over the ball. I'm getting nice and intuitive here, working into those quite often gnarled and knotted trigger points in trapezius. So from here we're going to work a little hip shift maneuver. So on an inhale, lift your hips, shift them to the left and slide your arm over your head toward the right side. So making a little banana shape to the body. Exhale, shift your hips back to center. Nice. Again, inhale, lift your hips and shift to the side. Exhale, shift back to center. So continuing with that, or continuing with the arm circles, about another 30 seconds or so. The ball can shift a little bit if we need to, as long as we're keeping face relaxed, keeping tongue soft. Feeding slack not only into the shoulder and upper back, but also up into the neck and face. Trapezius muscle being really key for movements of the neck, movements of the shoulder blades. Last couple of deep breaths. Good, and release. Bring the ball out from the back, bring your arms up toward the ceiling. We just do a little check-in here. Palms facing each other, thumbs facing behind you, and then just very slowly bringing your arms overhead toward the floor and just noticing the difference between sides. Which hand hits the ground first, or is it easier on one side than the other? Very nice. Changing sides now. So ball into that same space on the right side. Arm comes out to the side. A couple of moments here, just feel that ball on your back. And then we'll start with our deep breaths, abdominal thoracic breaths. Inhale, base of belly, side ribs and upper back. Hold your breath for a moment, and then a long exhale. Good. Again, inhale, belly, ribs, upper back. Holding for a couple of moments at the top, making a fist and pulling that shoulder into your socket. And exhale, relax. Sinking a little more of the ball, letting it nuzzle its way in. Once more, deep breath, belly, ribs, upper back. Holding breath, making a fist, and tightening everything up. And then exhale, relax. Good. Arm comes up to the ceiling. We make those gentle circles with the arm. Doesn't matter which direction, doesn't matter what shape. All that matters is your breathing, keeping your face and tongue and jaw relaxed. Good rule of rolling is always be breathing unless you're consciously doing our contract and relax breath. And really trust yourself. So if it feels wrong or a bit off, then it probably is. And the last rule, you want to roll until you make change or until you stop making change. So if those tissues start to feel a little bit neutral or even a little bit worse, then that's definitely the time to stop. So from here we can bring in our hip shift by inhale, lifting hips and shifting them to the right, sliding arm up and over your head. Exhale, shifting back down by your side. Hips down. Inhale, lifting up, shifting over, making that banana shape, arm up and over the head. And exhale back to center. So flowing with these at your own pace, with your own breath. And yeah, if you're really finding some tight spots, you can always hit pause and just spend a little bit more time on one side than the other. Again, you want to work until you make change or until you stop making change. So we're only working about 3 minutes a side. So I encourage 5 minutes a side, even 8 to 10 minutes a side can be what you need sometimes. So, and you can really explore with the ball. So last couple of deep breaths, working into those trigger points. Good. And then coming off the ball, find a little check-in, arms up toward the ceiling, palms facing each other, thumbs facing behind. Very slowly lowering your arms overhead toward the floor, noticing difference between sides. Good. And then release. And that is our trap tamer, a little roll.